So, up there, see what crap is in it. Literally crap in a not literally way. Uh, and that seems to be all there is in y'all.
So let's talk about your mother, Raymond.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
There's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Bantegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
Oh god, this feels like a very important decision. Just call me Vuhkha if you would.
As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth,
No
until
worries.
recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now, my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monster aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
I have some questions for you.
Ask me whatever you wish.
Where can I get supplies?
I'm not sure. Murdoch mentioned a blacksmith in the village, but I believe the militia is using everything he had. Beyond that, you might try the village store. It's locked up, but there may be items of use still within. I do not know.
What about the tavern?
Ugh, a fellow named Lloyd runs it. He refuses to close and evacuate to the chantry.
Not
I
anymore.
suppose he might still have something to sell you, though I wouldn't encourage dealing with a fool. He's a profiteer and nothing more.
You mentioned something about an urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Just what was the Earl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did the Arlester believe anyone could finally earn?
The Earl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Can no one find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So the knights left the castle defenseless.
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
I want to discuss something else.
As you wish.
Is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Agrestes. Anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
I did that a long time ago. Carry on then.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
No word from the castle?
No, all is still, as it has been for days. And it is an unnatural stillness, as though there is naught in there but death.
Say no more. The Arl lives, and I will
Say no
not
more.
listen to your inauspicious chatter.
Inauspicious. I like this guy. I want to kill him.
Some have spoken of the Darkspawn rising to the south. We could save this village, only to have it invaded in a matter of weeks.
My superhero costume. Ooh, love letter. I guess I should probably read that. But where do I go to read my codex? Quest related? Notes. Berwick's letter. Feast, cars. A collection of embarrassing personal communications between the spoiled wealthy and their objects of obsession. You are filthy beasts, such depravity I have never been forced to suffer. How words are so laden when they leave your lips is beyond decent imagining. Madam, I love you. Lovely. Oh, sir, Oh god. I want to meet this man. He seems rather funny. Do, do, do. Sir Orgold. Is that the guy outside? Are you? No, you're not Sir Orgold.
The tavern keeper is letting the militia drink as much ale as they please and is asking for no payment.
As it should be. No sane man should have to pay for the watered-down swill they serve.
Watered down or not, drink enough of it and you'll still be under the table. I walked by half hour ago and there was some terrible singing going on.
Oh, wonderful. I'm sure the militia will just sleep through the entire attack. That'll be helpful, won't it?
At least morale is high.
And what goes up here? So
I can't believe how relieved I was to hear you're helping us. Maybe we do have a chance to.
I like how the game keeps making people talk while I'm going over the waterfall and cutting bloody crap. Don't keep going this way.
Where are you going? I thought you were going to help us.
I will help you. But you don't need my help. I'm not going anywhere.
It looked like you were. If you did leave, I doubt we'd still be here when you got back. I'm just saying.
Just saying. Alright, I won't leave. Although it would be funny if you were all gone, killed, just because I didn't stick around to help your foolish Mongols.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you wanted holy protection.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Have you spoken to the revered mother yourself?
Of course I did. She said she could not help us.
Well then, what the bloody hell do you want me? What kind of protection could she offer?
She offers prayers to the Maker. Only she can call on him to guard us against this evil. How will we prevail without the Maker watching over us?
Oh, bloody hell. You believe she's lying?
I do not know. We face great evil and need protection only the Maker can offer. Perhaps her own faith is faltering in these dark nights.
I think it's foolish to rely on such things.
Well, perhaps you are right. Still, if the Mother would change her mind, we would be grateful.
Have some more
Ask me
questions for
whatever you wish.
Did I ask him about the sacred urn? I think I've heard enough about the sacred urn anyway. I want to discuss something else.
As you wish.
What is your status?
We retrieved more oil from the village store. It is ready to use as our first line of defense, as you suggested. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands. As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
Okay, let's go talk to this mother. Oh, and the sister of the boy. Maybe now I'll get to kill him. That'd be nice. Hello.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Well, that's the only reason I did it, so you'd better find a way. Would it make you feel violated if you gave me a kiss? Because that's the only reason I'd take one. Okay, I hope this grosses her out.
You're very sweet. I suppose there's no harm in it.
I was only joking. Haha, don't be silly. Now, let's let's yes, do it. Oh, what the bloody hell was that?
Oh my. Stay safe tonight.
Oh
And
God.
good luck.
Oh bloody hell, she enjoyed it. That's not what I wanted.
Make her keep you safe. I won't forget you.
Hello again. I found my sister.
Yes, well done.
Hello again. I found my sister.
Yes, well done. Let's talk to this woman.
What is it you need, child?
Support needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
Yes, I love getting a chance to try and persuade people when I know. Ha! But if they think it helps them...
I cannot do it. I know that their own faith may inspire them, but these men need to find confidence on their own. I simply won't lie to them. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk.
Wait,
I must do what I can.
I want to
and I
intimidate
suggest you do the same.
Oh, bloody hell. I want to intimidate you.
What is it you need, child?
Ah, bugger. Ah, damn it. I don't want your blessing. I should go.
May the Maker watch over you, child.
Oops. Do you have anything new to say?
I hear both Murdoch and Sir Perth are ready for nightfall. Excellent news.
I want to discuss the situation with you.
Of course.
I should get back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Yes. So who's this, who's this?
Good day.
There was someone, what was the name of that person in the love letter? Sir Orgold. Where is this Sir Orgold? Is he around here somewhere? maybe I should just get to it. I'll talk to Murdoch. Murdoch.
I hear you got the tavern serving the militia free ale now. While I don't favor my men being drunk come sundown, I suppose it helps morale to have their minds taken off what's to come.
Yes.
You have my thanks. The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
How is morale?
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. My men are getting free drinks at the tavern. I suppose it's better to drown your fears rather than go mad waiting for certain death. I'm tempted to have a few ales myself. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. We're better off now that we've sufficient arms. I don't know that we're ready for the battle, really, but were we ever? Is there anything else?
Well, bloody hell. Is there anything I'm missing? I need you, Becky. Tell me if I'm missing anything. I'm tempted to send you a message just to ask you, am I missing anything? Becky, am I without any context, Becky, am I missing anything? Without any context, am I missing anything? I'm about to start the Redcliffe thingy. I don't know if I've done everything. Possible. I have some questions.
Oh? Ask away.
Why have you been stationed here?
We're the last defenders of them folks in the Chantry. The women, elderly, and the children. They're the ones we need to protect.
Why?
No matter what happens, we can't let them evil things in there. If they die, the village is done.
Well... tell me what's happened here. I know what's happened here. I want to discuss something else.
There's not much time before sundown.
Okay, I'm just gonna start sundown. Or maybe I should say no, I'll just go.
Are you sure? There's still time left if
How
you need to talk
bloody
with Sir
hell.
Perth or do anything else.
Oh, perhaps you're right.
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Say... Oh, I know, I can go talk to the other guy and try to convince him that he's got the
understand, Alistair.
blessing.
Just the one thing.
About you, perhaps. Why the deception over your parentage?
I'd figure you'd be the sort who knows all about deception.
I do. And what use the deception might have had ended when King Caelan perished, did it not?
Maybe. I guess I was sort of hoping that would go away.
The truth does not go away.
Didn't say it was a good bad.
Aha!
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you wanted Holy Protected. Well, I've got news for you.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Mother Hannah does not believe she can help you. Sorry.
I see. Then I suppose we must simply rely on our own prayers. The Maker will not help us. Thank you for your efforts. We shall fight on, nevertheless.
Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
Well... I guess that's everything.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
Yeah.
There is still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, or if there is anything you have planned...
I'm ready.
Good luck to you then, and may the Maker watch over us all.
They're coming! Get to your positions!
Uh-oh.
Make ready!
Light the traps! Burn these foul creatures!
Oh, what the... Oh crap. Why? Oh no, what? My game, my game is not working, I can't do anything. Oh, they didn't keep me last time. Seriously, why is it doing this to me? Why? That's buggering annoying. Thinking. So annoying. just sort it out later.
The monsters are attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help!
Right, stay here and guard the path.
Come on! We need to hurry! Watch out for others! There must be more of them!
Wait. I think running away from me while I'm attacking.
Dawn arrives,
Wow.
and we survive the night. We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, dear lady. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
I hope we'll be discussing a reward soon then.
If need be. With luck, we'll be discussing that with my brother.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe.
Murdoch of Redcliffe, Mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
You and so many others who have perished here, walk with he who is your maker. Long may you know the peace of his love.
Where's the murder option? So let it be.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Level up. Let's go with... Let's get this up a bit. Stick with that. Death Cloud. The caster summons a cloud of bleaching entropic energy that deals continuous spirit damage to all who enter. Friendly fire possible. Don't know if I want anything at the moment. Might just keep it for the blood magic. Yes. See, what shall I give you? Tempted to make you an archery type. Could be handy just to have someone who's ranged. Yes. Yes, I will. So I'll just give you a bunch of dexterity. That next. Bard, Song of Courage. Archery. Bard. The Bard launches into an epic song of the party's exploits, granting them bonus to attack, damage, and critical chance. The size of the bonuses are affected by the Bard's cunning. The Bard can only sing one song at a time. Well, I'll just give you some Master Combat Training deck. Melee Archer. Okay. Lovely. You just get strength up so you can wear some nice armor. Although you have nice armor already, so yeah. Shut up. Combat tactics. Don't know. Tempted to re-specialize him, make him just No, he can keep being the tank, just sheer overpower. Bravery. The warrior's unwavering courage grants bonuses to damage, physical resistance, and mental resistance, as well as a bonus to critical chance that increases proportionally to the number of enemies above 2 that the warrior is engaging. Taunt. I need taunt. Why don't I have taunt already? Bloody hell. What am I thinking?
It feels so strange the nightmare is over. Can we truly go home?
No. Guess I'll just check in here, see if anyone has anything interesting to say.
These are terrible times. Just terrible.
Yes.
Good day.
Good day, mate.
There are many gone who we must honor. But we must also remember those who aided us in our darkest hours.
Hello again. I found my sister.
Oh, right.
My friend, I have a task that requires some tact and discretion, and I think you're perfect for the job. The Blackstone irregulars cannot survive without the patronage of the nobles, mages, and other groups who retain our services. For that work to continue, however, we have to ensure that people are looking out for our interests. To that end, I ask you to make a trip to Denerim and pass on our appreciation to certain individuals. Return when you are done, and I'll see that you are rewarded. Your friend, Tauran?
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Yes. Oh, and this is up to. Oh, look at this. Sister Gissel posts. Unfortunate news has arrived that the Darkspawn have extended their incursions into areas previously thought safe travel. A runner from a boarded caravan brings word that they unknowingly passed into infested territory and were being tracked by several unseen creatures. He was dispatched to seek help and does not know the fate of his fellows or the viability of the trade route. Travelers in the area are urged to be cautious. Any with the ability to rescue or determine the status of the troubled group will be rewarded. Alright. Brothers and sons. Sister Rana posts on behalf of her neighbors. The Darkspawn incursions in the south have made difficult communication, even though through official means. Yes, I'm reading this completely right. The relatives of the conscripts in Company East Hill have beseeched me to deliver word of their brothers and sons. I have no means to do so, but can point a traveller of stout heart in the proper direction of their recent engagement. To any who are able to find their loved ones, I offer what little silver they have been able to entrust to this board, as well as the sincerest gratitude of the Chantry. Oh yes, I very much care about that. Skin deep, a runner sends this request from Knight Commander Tamez. While the reports I've heard no doubt suffer from exaggeration, the observed creatures assaulting Redcliffe trouble me greatly. If we are to properly combat these unnatural agents and prevent the reoccurrence, the mages bound to my service will require carefully prepared samples of flesh for study. Thereafter, should a deployment occur, we will be briefed. We will be well briefed. If there are skilled... I bloody hate this background. I can't bloody read it. If there are skilled warriors present, I would have them gather samples from any remaining creatures as close to the presumed source as possible. The Chantry will reward this basic assistance with spiritual acknowledgement. if the request is exceeded, gold will be added, but the offer is limited. Alright. Desperate Haven. Sister Rada has heard reports of an imminent tragedy. Arana has brought me dire news of a group of refugees fleeing the Darkspawn. They have been cornered in unfamiliar ground, fighting for their lives. The Templars are necessarily occupied, and my own means are few and stretched. If someone of skill with the ability to deliver these people, I can only offer the honest gratitude of myself and of the Chantry. Hopefully this will be enough for the rare person we need. Well, not really, but you know, maybe I can squeeze a little reward out of somewhere along the line, or just kill everyone involved.
The end is upon us. The dead rise,
Oh,
and foul magic spreads across the land.
God's sake, can I kill him?
Repent your sins before death. Beg for the Maker's divine forgiveness.
Please calm down, you're hysterical. Have you repented your sins?
I have repented. Oh, Maker! Forgive me my sins! Forgive my fellow brothers and sisters! Look upon us with kindness as we are swallowed by the darkness!
Oh, thank you, Jesus. That's good.
At long last, the end has come! Oh, I am ready!
Oh, shit. Lovely. Murder makes me so happy. No one cares.
There is much to do now that the danger is over. We must rebuild the village.
Thomas.
So we won the battle?
Can I kill Thomas?
If this is what war is like, with so many people hurt and dying, I don't want to think about what fighting the Darkspawn will be like. Van Tegan or Al Eamon will be calling for volunteers soon, won't they? They'll need an army to fight in the south now.
Probably.
I'll go when they call me, I guess. I'm going to get drunk first, though. If you'll excuse me.
Yes. I better not be still giving free ale, like, you know. I better go check that soon. Caitlin's home. Are they gonna be home now? Nobody's home. Nothing. Don't know what I was expecting.
Going.
Oh well, no harm done. Dwayne. Dwayne's dead, baby. Dwayne's dead. Well, I'll go check on my tavern, see how much money I've made. Ink. Ah, stop.
I admit, for a while, I didn't think either of us would survive. It's good to see you did.
I believe I made you a promise. Which promise did I make her?
You mean about helping me leave? I don't know.
Oh shit.
I was getting used to
No,
running
you
the
don't.
place.
You don't get
With
to
Lloyd
leave.
gone, there's no one to take over.
If you don't want to leave, that's up to you. No, it's not up to you. Never mind then.
I'll be fine. But you're a sweetie for thinking of me.
Fuck off.
Thank you. Something you'd like, boss?
How's the tavern running?
Fair enough, now the fighting's over. Some men come to celebrate. Most come to forget. It will take months to get the stock back to normal and start turning a profit. But
What?
I think it's possible. I found Lloyd's hidden stash of coin. I suppose it's yours, since the inn belongs to you.
Yeah, I
It's
suppose so.
several hundred silvers at least.
Is that it? When can I expect more?
As I said, a few months at least. Lloyd let things run kind of low, and the village needs to rebuild. I'll run your tavern honestly, and it'll be in good shape when you return. Until then, I guess drinks are on you?
I should go.
Good luck to you then.
We've won, but I hear the darkspawn still advance. Does that mean we have to evacuate the village anyhow?
Evil doesn't always win. The Maker works in mysterious ways. Yes, he does.
At least it's over. I pray this never happens again.
Ah, don't mind us. Just talk, that's all. So can you surrender to a darkspawn? Do they take prisoners?
I hear they eat you.
I heard they just got slaves. Take you underground and make you work.
You ever hear of any ex-slave? They just get sick and die, I bet.
You may be right. No surrender then.
Lovely, happy conversation, I see. Alright, I'm outie.
It is sad to think of how much death there has been here.
Yeah, where's my
But
dog?
we have saved the village beyond all expectations. You have done well, my friend. I will remain here to guard the village and receive any fellow knights as they continue to return. At least until the castle is retaken.
I dread to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did.
Yes. Harriet.
Move along, friend.
Why should I?
Thank you.
What a polite interaction.
Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family.
Why didn't you mention this before, dickhead?
I knew you would choose to enter the castle instead of staying in the village. And we needed warriors. I'm sorry if I... Maker's breath.
Tigan. Thank the Maker you yet live.
Isolde. You're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Tigan. Alone.
Why don't we all go to the castle and have a nice picnic? We will need more of an explanation than that.
What? Who is this woman, Tigan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here?
They are Grey Wardens, Isolde.
And why don't you
I owe them
have any
my
mud
life.
on your face,
Pardon me,
Alistair?
I would exchange pleasantries, but... considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Tigan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and hunt the living. The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tigan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do.
What about Lehman? Is he still alive?
He is. He is being kept alive so far, thank the Maker.
Kept alive? Kept alive by what?
Something the mage unleashed. So far it allows Eamon, Connor and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate. It killed so many and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I do not know why. It allowed me to come for you, Tigan, because I begged, because I said Connor needed help.
Why do I get the feeling you're not telling us everything?
I beg your pardon? That's a rather impertinent accusation.
Well, you deserve it. But if it's true...
An evil I cannot fathom holds my son and the husband hostage. I came for help. What more do you want from me? Tigan, I do not have much time.
What can Tegan do?
What if it thinks I'm betraying it? It could kill Connor. Please come back with me. Must I beg?
Do you think this evil could be some kind of demon?
I do not know. Oh, Maker's mercy. Could it truly be a demon? I can't let it hurt my Connor. You must come back with me, Tigan. Please.
Oh, bloody hell. You're being hysterical, woman. Tell me about this mage you mentioned. Oh, is it... it wouldn't be what's his name, would it?
He is an infiltrator, I think. One of the castle staff. We discovered he was poisoning my husband. That is why Eamon fell ill.
Eamon was poisoned?
He claims an agent of Terran Logains hired him. He may be lying, however. I cannot say.
So why must Tegan go alone?
For Connor's sake. I promised I would return quickly and only with Tigan. Tegan, I know you could order your men to follow me when I return to the castle. I beg you not to. For Connor's sake.
Enough questions. We need to decide what to do.
The king is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Tegan. Bless you.
I didn't hear him sneeze. What good will that do?
I'm not certain, to be honest. I cannot let Isolde return alone. Perhaps I can help Connor or Eamon. Perhaps this is really a trap, but this is my family. I must try. I have no illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say?
And that's it. It's all up to me.
Sir Perth and his men can watch for danger at the castle entrance. If you can open the gates from within, they can move in and help you. I don't think there's anyone else who can help you. If you choose not to go, then it's up to me to do what I can. Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable.
Alright. I could stop you from doing this, you know. Any reason I should be going in there? I don't believe that. Any reason I should be going in there?
Don't you need Eamon's help against Tairn Loghain or the
Oh yeah,
Darkspawn?
I mean apart from that.
If that's not enough, do it for whatever wealth you can find in the castle.
Oh.
My brother is, or was, a wealthy man. If you help his family, I am sure he will overlook anything you take in the process.
So we are just going to send him with that woman? It seems so dangerous.
But I can delay no longer. Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
I swear, everything that Liana is just really sarcastic, and she's just a sussy bitch. That's how I like to see her anyway. I want that boat. Looks nice from up here. Do you have anything to say now?
Go along, friend.
No.
Thank you.
What are you even doing here? Where's what's his face? Seriously, did he die or something? Villager.
You don't want to get too close to the bodies. You might get sick or worse.
Oh, is he just a villager now?
It's terrible how we need to burn all the bodies without having proper funerals. Best keep back. This is unpleasant work, it is.
Huh. Cool.
Huh.
Just lovely.
Have a care where your eyes linger, Alistair.
Yes, well, don't worry. It's not what you think.
I see.
I was looking at your nose.
And what is it about my nose that captivates you so?
I was just thinking that it looks exactly like your mother's.
I hate you so much.
What?
Never mind.
Ah, shit. Should I have been... How often should I talk to them?
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Don't have anything new to say.
What do you need? Ask away.
Why,
Yes?
what do you know of this place?
Redcliffe? I know little of it except that it is the domain of the Earl of Redcliffe. Redcliffe? I wonder how the name came to be. Is the clay here red? There are places in this world where the clay is a bright, strange red, and often, in the legends of such places, it is the red of blood. The blood of 1,000 men slaughtered in battle, or that of an innocent unjustly slain. It stains the land that it may never be forgotten. Perhaps Redcliffe has one such tale. But I do not know it.
How ironic. Let's just move on.
We're keeping watch should the monsters come again. I don't think they will, but we've no way to be sure.
I don't think I'll be able to use this game. Oh. I can. What am I... I don't think I really want to go this way. Kinda curious though.
What
oh,
do you need?
Shit. Never mind. Hello, can I come in? Let me just load that back up. I didn't really want to go there anyway. Let's go in here. Right, where's the secret passage then? Ah, there it is. I should have known. Alright. I guess here's a good place to have a little break. Save. Windmill. Before the secret passage. Oh, before the sea. Ha. Right. And I shall start again shortly. I might go on SO just to get the daily reward. I don't think I've got that yet today. Right. Yes. Back soon.